Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This is Puneet Khatri and today we are going to talk about Indian e-commerce industry. Well, Indian e-commerce industry is something that has not been truly utilized yet. Amazon and Flipkart were the two initial players who started utilizing the Indian e-commerce industry, but even though these two large players, and apart from that there are a lot of different large players in the industry as well, you can set up your own store and start selling products online and get benefited out of this industry. You need to understand one thing, that even though there are big players in the industry, that doesn't mean that you cannot function in that particular industry, you cannot set up your business in that industry, or you cannot generate profits from that industry. It doesn't happen that way. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ Amazon और Flipkart या Snapdeal ही पैसा कमा रहे, Myntra ही पैसा कमा रहे. There are a huge number of stores. There would be thousands of people. Let me be very honest with you, there would be thousands, आपको हजारों लोग मेरे जैसे दिख जाएंगे. People who start a dropshipping store in India, people who start their own e-commerce store in India, irrespective of they are being profitable or not, but there are a lot of people out there who are trying to, or who are already a part of the Indian e-commerce industry and are looking to set up an online store, sell things online. And let me be very honest over here, एक छोटी सी ये भी चीज़ होती है. There is this one thing that you also need to know is कि it's not always that if you're seeing someone earn money easily, that doesn't mean it's actually easy, because a lot of people out there look as starting an online e-commerce store or starting a drop shipping store as something as in you do not have to put efforts into, you do not, it's like easy money. ऐसा नहीं होता है. There is no easy money that you could make. There is always one single rule to success, that's hard work and smart work. That's all. And everything, every single one starts small, then gradually you build your business over a period of time, and that's what we have been doing here as well. Let me just not talk about a lot of different things. Let me get straight onto the topic. So today we are going to talk about a dropshipping store that I have set up. It's very recent, it's a very new store. It's hardly been 1.5 months into existence, and the store is doing really good based on what I have been doing. Yes, there is a possibility to scale this store ahead as well and continue running this as well. So which is why I will not be able to share the exact informations like the store URL, what product I am selling, what are my ads looking like, all of that. Apart from that, definitely I'm going to share everything else that is going to help you get an idea and a better glimpse about what I am doing, what I am offering at this point, and how you could also be doing the exact same thing. Let's go ahead and dive right into this video, because I'm really excited to show you some amazing numbers that we have generated over the past 1.5 months. So guys, now that we are on my computer, let me quickly walk you through about everything that you need to know about the store and the experiment that we were doing for the past 30 days. So first of all, before we get started, let me tell you that the day that I'm recording this video is 31st May and it's 5:30 p.m. in the afternoon, means the month is not yet over. It's the last day of the month. We still have, I would say, 6 hours left. So there is a possibility that the numbers might change for the month, but definitely drastic difference is not that I'm expecting. Maybe that's possible as well, but I'm not expecting that. All right, so now let me quickly take you to my browser, and the first thing that I would want to show you guys first initially is the sales figures, the revenue that we generated over a period of time. So let me go to my dashboard of my store. So this is the back end of my store. Well, I was not running a store over Shopify or WordPress. It was an open cart e-commerce store, so that's why the interface looks quite different to you. So here is what you also understand, that to run an e-commerce store, you do not specifically have to have a Shopify store. Irrespective or apart from Shopify as well, there are a lot of e-commerce platforms that you could use, a lot of open sources that are available on the internet that you could freely use apart from Shopify as well. And well, it's at the end of the day your choice how you want your store to look like, how do you want the look and feel of the store like, and everything is possible. So it's totally up to you, it's your call, whatever you prefer. But in the near future, if this store continues to run successfully over a period of time, as in like more than 3 to 5 months, I would then prefer to shift it to Shopify store as well. So that is a possibility in the future, but at this point I'm not looking to do anything such like that. All right, so let me refresh this page for you guys. Okay, sales report 1st of May to 30th of May. All right, so let me just go to 31st of May and let me hit filter. So here you can see start date is 1st of May, 1/5/2021, and the end date is 31st/5/2021. The total number of orders that we have received is 135 over the last 1 month, and the products that we sold were 212. So that's 212 products that we have sold over the span of this time, 30 days. And the total revenue that we generated is 2,39,363 at the time I am recording this video. So that's what you need to keep this mind, that the numbers might change, but for the case study, we need to take into account, roughly you can say, you can round it off to 2,40,000. So that makes calculations and everything easy moving forward. So 2,40,000 is the revenue that we generated over the past 1 month. Let me divide this into weekly stats if you would want to take a look at that as well. So here you can see this is how the weeks have been, 50, 40, 68. That's how the weeks have been. The week year, what you are seeing is why you see this different week wise is because the week starts from Sunday to Saturday is how the store has been set up, which is why this is the difference, and the number of weeks are more actually here. Well, that's totally fine. Nothing that really causes a big difference. Now let's go to the store of treasure. That's what you want to see, right? Facebook ads part. Let me quickly dive into my ads manager, and tada, this is my ads manager. And let me select the date range. So that's again selected here, 1st May to 31st of May. Let me update. Let me refresh this as well so it doesn't look like a screenshot to you guys. All right, so here is my ads manager, and what I'm going to show you ahead here is that so now here you can see the total number of orders from these two campaigns have been 85. But if I go back to my store and do this monthly again, filter, here you can see 134 orders. The reason why the stats are differing on Facebook ads and on my platform or my back panel is because the Facebook pixel doesn't track every single thing. Facebook pixel is bound to track and report under and over sometimes as well. So in my case, it's under reporting. Now let me see how much have we totally spent. 68,272 rupees is what we spent over the last 31 days. All right, so let me just show you a few more stats over here. So we spent 68,272. We reached a total of 3,56,000 people. The frequency stands at 2. That means that 3,50,000 people saw my ads 7 lakh times is what that means if you do not know about it. So here you can see reach is 356 and the impressions is 776. So that's 7,76,000 people, or 7,76 times my ad was viewed by 3,56,000 people. That's what it means. Now let's move ahead. The CPM that I was getting on an average was 88, I can say 87.92, round off karke 88 ho jata hai. So it depends again. So you see that retargeting is higher, the different, and on an average this turns out to be 88. Now the link clicks, we got 11,000 link clicks over a period of time. The cost per link click was 6 rupees. The CTR rate, well, I would say the CTR rate is 1.42, and this was fine by me because the targets that I wanted to achieve, the results that I was getting was profitable for me. So the numbers and the stats that you're seeing at this point are good for me. Well, these numbers should be different for you because depending upon your situation, your profitability and your break-even ROAS, these numbers should be different, and if they're not different, there is something wrong. All right, so these numbers should be different, and there could be a vast difference in the numbers as well depending upon your break-even ROAS again. And what is a break-even ROAS? And I'll be coming to that a bit later. Let me just quickly walk you through these stats. All right, so called landing page views. So now here is what you need to know. 11,000 people clicked on my ads, but only 9,000 of them viewed my website or actually waited until the web page of my website loaded. So that's what a cost of 7.6 rupees per landing page view. Add to cart. So the total is not showing up. There is some issue or bug at the Facebook end. Nothing that is wrong from my end. Again, if you want, I can quickly refresh this. So how many add to carts did we get? Let me open my calculator. 183 plus 719 plus 3. So that's 905 add to carts. So that is almost a 10% conversion rate, because 10% conversion, 9,000 people visited my website and 900 people added the products to cart, which means that the website, the landing page, the product page, the information on the product page was so good that people were able to easily feel that this is a product that they want and they were willing to buy this product. So there is a 10% add to cart rate or you can say the ratio from visitors to add to cart is 10% or 0.1, 10%. Yeah. Now, what was the total add to cart value? Well, that's very, very interesting over here, because if you see the numbers, that's 14.5 lakhs and 3 lakhs, I would say. So that's almost 16 to 17 lakhs of add to cart value. And let's move forward. So the initiate checkout part is not being tracked on my website. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. I do not care about that. That's okay. And here is what you see. The conversions is 1,40,000 per is the total value that Facebook ads shows, but that's wrong again. The pixel is reporting under. The pixel is under reporting here in this case. And if I go back here, you can see it's clearly 2,39,000 rupees. So now guys, here is what you need to know. Let me just quickly tell you what is the ROAS that I was able to generate. So 2,40,000 rupees. I'm sorry. Yeah. 2,40,000 divided by how much is that we spent? 68,000. And it's on an average 3.5 ROAS. So what does that mean? That return on ad spend was 3.5 times. So if I'm investing 1 lakh rupees, I am bound to generate back 3.5 lakh rupees as revenue, not as profit, as revenue. So now what was my break-even ROAS here in this case is 2. 2 was my break-even ROAS, and if we were generating 3.5x ROAS, that means that 1.5x is my profit. How much is my profit? Let me quickly calculate that and show it to you guys. 68,000 into 1.5. So that's 1 lakh rupees is the pure profit that I generated out of the store in 1 month. So 68,000 invested on the ads, 2,40,000 generated as revenue, and in return I was able to get 1 lakh rupees as pure profit from the store so far. So that's really nice. I believe that's good numbers, good work done so far. But here is one catch that you need to know is that I haven't yet set up retargeting campaigns. So let me show you or walk you through the way I had set up my campaigns. Let me show this to you right here, and let me go into the top of the funnel. The way I name this is top of the funnel testing new ads. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in total 6 audiences is what we were testing initially. Then I was not getting a lot of good response from these 4 audiences. I turned them off, because what you need to do is you need to understand where you are investing your money and what is the return that you're generating from that particular audience. Now after testing and investing money for 1 long month, I understand what audience is working for me, what type of creatives the target audience is liking, how they are responding to me, and based on that now I'm going to, in the coming month, optimize the page. I'm going to optimize the creatives, I'm going to optimize the ads, and I'm going to focus on generating more sales, get more profitability at the end as well. So that's what is going to be the objective of this store in coming future. So that's what you need to stay updated with this channel, because I'm going to post at the end of the next month. Again, I'm going to post few numbers, and we'll see how the numbers and the stats from this store sustain, because I need to understand if this is a sustainable store for me or not. Because while you're doing drop shipping, it depends totally upon your product. Agar aapka product is in trend, if your product is still in trend, that means that you can continue running, because people that means that you can continue running your store. That means that people are still looking to buy the product that you are offering. But there are chances that your product might be dead. People are no longer interested to buy such a product. So that's what is the keen factor that you need to keep in mind while you're setting up your drop shipping store. All right, so this was the initial targeting that I did. I had 1 campaign. Under that I had 6 ad sets, and I'm still running only 2 of these ad sets. I've turned off 4 of them because they are not profitable for me. 2 are still running over here. So here, as you can see, that out of this each, now let's see how many creatives do I have under this. Each ad set is having 6 creatives. So that means that at the top there is 1 single campaign. Below that campaign there are 6 different audiences that I'm testing, and every single audience has 6 creatives. So that's why there is a good variety that I was testing, and I was able to also get good returns. Now what I did was, from the initial ad, whatever creatives were working good and the audience that was working good, I combined both of them and I put up one single ad set, one single audience over here, and one single creative over here, and I started running this as well individually, because the initial campaign that I started with was a CBO campaign, because I did not want it to waste a lot of money. So what happens in a CBO background, I believe you should already be aware about it, but if you, in case you are not aware about it, if you're testing multiple audiences with multiple creatives, now if each ad set is bound to get like 1,000 rupees of budget, that means that you are supposed to spend 6,000 rupees to test it. And now if I divide that 6 to my total budget, that was 2,000, that means that each audience gets only 300 rupees every single day, which I personally felt was very low based on the ticket price or the price of the product that I'm selling, which is why I turned this campaign into a CBO campaign. That way Facebook automatically analyzes which audience and which creatives are performing well, and it allocates the majority of the budget only towards them, and it does not allow the ad sets and the creatives that are not performing to consume the budget that you're willing to spend. So that way you are optimizing your budget and you are getting more returns that you could possibly get from your budget. So that is a very good thing that you should also test out. If you have never tested out CBO campaigns, definitely give it a try. It's very important and it could turn out to be really good for you as well. Well, again, it's very subjective, not commenting or assuring anything at this point. You just need to test what's working out for you, what's working out for your store, and then analyze and understand from there. Alright, so guys, now summing everything up, whatever I spoke to you guys about in this video so far is, so this is this Indian e-commerce store. I started it and I was running this store for almost 1 month so far, 1.5 months so far, and I invested over the last 30 days. I invested 68,000. I was able to get 2,40,000 in revenue in return, and 1 lakh was pure profit out of that. So that was really good for me. So that was possible only because of my break-even ROAS. That was 2, because at times when you are drop shipping, if you do not get a good price from your supplier, that means that your break-even ROAS will be more. So if your break-even ROAS turns out to be 3.54, that means that you need to get more return, or you need to generate more return from your ads higher than your break-even ROAS. Only then you will be profitable, which is why while you're selecting your product, you need to be very careful, and while you're selecting a supplier also, you need to be very careful. But all of these topics are to be separately spoken about in a different video. And if you guys like the concept that I started this video and spoke to you guys about, if you want me to continuously share content based on these topics, do hit the like button down below and let me know in the comments below, because this is the only way you can communicate your views towards me. Comment down below, let me know what you think about it. What are your thoughts on this particular store? Do you want me to produce more such content or not on this channel? And if you really enjoyed this video and want to see more such videos, do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below, and do not also forget to hit the bell notification, so every time I upload a video, you're notified about it. Well, that's all about it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later in my next video. Peace out.